Good afternoon, guys. This is Kyle from Grim and Prepping. Today, I want to do a review on the Condor pack insert slash organizer. So, if you want to find out what is in this bag, stick with me. Okay, guys, so this is the way I've integrated this. I've integrated this into my my go bag, my bug out bag, if you will. And the reason being because this makes it much easier in a high stress situation to not only find everything you need, but to have everything you need in one spot. Because in a bug out situation, you are going to be in a high stress situation. Trust me, there's no two ways around it. There's some stuff over in this section here, which I'll get into here in a little bit. But let's get into this main section here. And if you wonder what the backpack is, some of my viewers will recognize this. This is the BDS Tactical Custom Backpack. So let's get into this part. So it comes just like this. It's fully assembled, Velcro loop. And it's comes with two loop panels, as well as three of these little pouches. So let me start with this section here. In here, I have just a simple UST ferro rod. Gives me a good solid ferro rod. In this one, I have Tinder Quicks and Zippo tinder lighters. This is a waterproof case, so it will keep everything dry. And then in here, I have UCO waterproof matches. I believe it's close to 20, I believe, in here. So I have plenty of fire covered. Plus I have another option here in a minute. And then of course I have my Sawyer filter. It's one of my most favorite filters. And then of course I have in here my in the second panel I have a dry bag, which will fit this whole pouch system organizer, excuse me. And then of course I've got two of these Night Eyes figure 9s. So I was trying to think of. Sorry, guys. Those are very good for setting up shelter. And then of course I've got my Bushnell Pro 50. Let me zoom you guys in here. There you go. And then I've got my water purification, and then I have this is just a Ronson lighter. It's a butane lighter, very good little lighter. And then I forgot to mention, in this panel here I have two AAAs for this. This only takes one, so I've got two additional batteries for the same flashlight, which I think you know, two is one, one is none. Now, flipping this around, in this first compartment, I have my Sawyer water bladder, little headlamp, which I usually keep one in my everyday bag, so that's just a redundancy. And then of course a work sharp. As you might guess, I kind of love these things. And then my UST compass, lensatic compass. And then of course the Sawyer cleaning plunger. That's kind of my miscellaneous section, and I put it at the top because that's the stuff I'm gonna need to get to right away in an emergency. And then moving to the middle mesh pocket, and here is my shelter. I have a 55-gallon drum liner, trash bag, 2 mil thick. So this has a high puncture resistance. And then of course an SOL heat sheets blanket, and then paracord. And then of course bank line. Then of course here at the bottom I have 2 tarp clips. Also again in conjunction with the figure 9s for making shelter. So that kind of gives me plenty of shelter options, as well as since I'm in an urban environment, it's might be a little bit easier to find shelter. But in an emergency, I'd want to get out of the city if I can help it. Moving on to the third and last compartment, this is my just simple little med kit. This is in conjunction with the one I carry in my everyday pack, as well as the one I carry under my seat in my car. I've got gloves, ointment, wipes, Band-Aids, and then gauze, and of course plenty of gauze pads. And like I said, this is just mainly a redundancy to what I already have, because I don't really need to pack this thing full like it's a survival kit, because this is I already carry a full med kit as is. Overall, though, in review of this this product here, this Condor, this is I believe it was about I'm gonna say $30. I'm not for sure. I'll put it on the screen here, screen below. But the build quality on this thing is excellent. Everything is double stitched. It's a Condor nylon. I don't know how well you guys can see that, but it's got a box plus an X stitch, which makes it incredibly strong. Reinforced stitching, heavy duty all the way around. So this will take a beating. So I highly recommend getting one of these, and you can use them for virtually anything. You can even use them as a med bag in and of itself. But I just wanted to show you, for curiosity's sake, what else I have in here. But in here, this is just my Stanley cook set, GSI little cup. And then the Stanley cook set, I have both of the cups in there. So that way you're not drinking hot water out of a metal cup and you're going to burn yourself. Because let's face it, we've all done that. Not fun. Then for an additional shelter option, I have just this 5x7 Walmart hiker tarp. Although I don't know why they say hiker tarp, but this is a really good tarp. And so that gives me another shelter option. And then of course my SHF 36, which I haven't really shown this since I made the kind of the modifications of it, but I did try to do a little bit of a patina on it. So I keep this as my main fixed blade, and so this is a really good fixed blade. And then of course I keep hiking meals in here because that way you just have to add water. Again, in a stressful situation, what you don't want to do is have to think about your cooking. You have to think about food. You have to think about all that stuff. You just want to be able to fix something and it be ready to go. And then in this first mesh compartment, I keep a little light my fire spork. And then of course I keep plenty of these trail mix bars, as well as some of these Propel, because this allows you to rehydrate and keep your calorie content up, therefore keeping you very hydrated. So let me turn this camera back around and we'll finish this up. Okay guys, so that's my main bug out bag, go bag, whatever you want to call it, inch bag, whatever. But the reason that I chose the BDS Tactical is because, as you guys can see, it basically has no markings on it at all. The only thing that might give it away as being something tactical would be the 3% militia and the American flag. That might make me a bit of a target, but I just think it's kind of good to keep a flag patch on there anyway. But I may take it off, depending on what you guys think. But like I said, it's very much a gray man backpack. It doesn't really show, it's not really flashy, it's not really show off. And I really like that Condor insert because it makes things so much easier to find. Everything is organized, everything is very well put together. But like I said, the med kit is just a supplement to what I already have. And everything else is just a some of the other stuff in there is redundancy. So I want to thank you guys for watching. I want to thank you guys for all the support. Please be sure to like, share, subscribe, and leave a comment down below. Tell me what you think. And be sure to check all the links in the description box below for the Condor insert, as well as my Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. This is Grandma Prepper saying thank you again, and until next time, I'll catch you on the flip side.